Hey, welcome to Executive Producers.
We're back. And better than ever.
EP Reloaded.
Or so they tell us.
Full Metal.
Who's they? Nobody knows.
Yeah, but that's what they've told us.
Full Metal Jacket.
Waistband.
That's a good movie.
Full Metal Jacket?
Full Metal Jacket is a very good movie.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's about, okay, I guess, yeah, never mind. It's about a really fat guy that goes to boot camp. I mean, that's not really what it's about, but like, it's a fat guy that goes to boot camp.
That's your interpretation of the
Well,
film.
I mean, so there's like a stereotype. I mean, not a stereotype, but it's like something that a bunch of people have copied, which is when the guy is caught eating, and then he has to. So
Well, that's not okay.
Well, no, the guy is. Well, he's caught eating. Like he has food in his trunk. And you're not supposed to have food in your trunk. So while everybody else is like doing like twice or like three times the workout that they're supposed to do, he has to sit there eating, right? Which is like humiliating because the drill sergeant is like, making fun of him the entire time. And then they hold him down and they beat him up with like locks in their socks. So they beat the shit out of him because they made him do, or like the rest of the platoon beats the shit out of him.
Did Dr. Seuss write this short film?
No.
Locks
but
and
then,
socks.
And then he goes into the bathroom and like during the nighttime, and he has a Full Metal Jacket, which is a full clip. And then he shoots the drill sergeant and then himself, and that's like the climax. That's the climax of the movie. But I just remembered the movie is really about the dude who like writes the story. Yeah, he's being a reporter for the army. And it's fucking weird. I don't remember.
Okay, I feel like I've seen snippets of that then. I feel like I remember a drill sergeant being in the bathroom and then he gets shot.
Well, that could be any movie.
Yeah, that might have been ripped off.
No, yeah,
Easily.
well, no, there's just, I mean, yeah, but that's where it's, I mean,
In the
Full Metal
distance,
Jacket is,
vacuuming.
yeah, famous.
We love boxmen. Yeah.
Do we?
So
Yeah, we do.
I think it's pretty nice, honestly.
It's okay. Largely okay.
Yeah, so immediately after our patented tangent to talking about a movie plot, welcome back to Executive Producers. My plan for this, like what I want to see this come out bi-weekly, as in twice a week, not two. No.
Nope.
Once every other week, not twice a week.
Hannibal Buress, we thank you.
I don't know why we're thanking him, but no thank to
Have
Executive.
you seen Tag?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Does bi-weekly mean twice a week or every other week? That's just lazy or lazy grammar or some shit. I don't remember his line, but it was funny.
But basically, I want to have one of these episodes up every 2 weeks, and probably Fridays as well.
Seems a little
them.
ambitious.
Yeah, it's a little ambitious, but
little ambitious.
So was putting a man on the moon, and we did that. So
did we?
Okay, we didn't, but we did.
Did we?
Yes, I firmly believe that the moon landing was not a fake.
Well, I think the moon landing was faked, but
that's not related to my point.
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were such method actors that they demanded it be shot on the real
moon.
set on the moon.
Yeah, so they built
So wait,
a
hold
set
on.
on the moon.
Shoot.
We already had access to the moon, but this was how they wanted to tell the world we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one saw the space elevator. That's such a fascinating...
No one saw the space elevator.
Okay, but just a space elevator is such an
Willy
interesting
Wonka
concept.
What? Oh, yeah.
Just to have like a tower that goes... Because the Earth... Correct me if I'm wrong. There's no geosynchronous orbit for the moon and the Earth.
No.
So how would that work?
It wouldn't. Is the answer.
No, but if it were to work, how would it work?
But it wouldn't.
Okay.
Because if the Earth is spinning... Does the moon spin the way the Earth spins, or
does it rotate the same direction?
Yeah, that's not like if the moon, if the Earth is spinning this way, does the moon spin around it this way? And also, the moon spins too, right? So you couldn't have. So you would literally just be fixing. You couldn't affix a point to either end. One end would have to be loose.
Loosey goosey.
Like you could have.
That's fair.
Like you could get it pretty fucking close.
I'm just thinking like...
No, you couldn't.
Taking like a bouncy ball and sticking a toothpick in it and then trying to like rotate that around a point and get them to line up.
Taking a bouncy ball.
Taking two little like rubber balls, putting a toothpick in it, and then trying to get those to... While rotating them to get the toothpicks to line up. That's what I'm thinking.
But you couldn't... But they would only line up for a second.
Exactly. So now I understand why a space elevator is not practical.
Why you're not able to, like, you could have an elevator into space, like it could be just affixed to the Earth at one point, right? And then just have it trail into space and shoot you out God knows where. But
it's just a really big, like, trapeze act, or like a circus act with just a cannon where they shoot someone through the air. No. That's what space travel is.
Well, I mean, it is kind of a cannon.
Yeah.
Just a cannon that goes with you.
Is it?
It's not at all like
so.
A cannon. I mean, the only thing that's similar is there's fire.
Every force has an equal and opposite reaction force, so...
So the cannon also shoots backwards?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it actually spins the Earth the other direction. Real science.
Okay, so anyway, forming your own government.
Okay, so...
Nope.
Duncan wanted to tell me this story earlier, and the reason why we never have ideas for these podcasts is because we talk about everything as soon as it happens. So he generously saved this story just for you.
Extremely generously. You're welcome, Jason. Or Jack's dad, I don't know. Somebody.
Probably both.
Maybe my mom, if she watches these again. So, anyway, if any of you have, have you ever been... Just been like this part, not even our government, but like just part of any government, like that's stupid. Like, why do they do that? And have you ever like tried to think out your own government? Like, these rules are dumb. All right, so he was just my history teacher today. I was in my history class. My history teacher today is really bad at his job, but he was talking, and something about. I don't even remember how this came up, but I started thinking, I was like, you know what, we should just have a set, like a set punishment for every, because he was talking about, like, the formation of a judicial system in, like, ancient Greece, so,
the way you do.
Yeah, the way you do. So, like, we should just have the same punishment for everything. I was like, just make the punishment for any crime the death penalty. Then nobody would commit crimes, you know? Like, or they would try to do, did you rob a bank? Die, you know? Like, that's... I think it's a crime deterrent, okay? Just personally. But then I was thinking, like, what if you accidentally rear-end somebody's car, right? Like, I guess it's not a crime, but you still get, like, in trouble for it, or at least, like, in our society. So then, yeah, like, do you get the death penalty for that?
Or do you get kneecapped?
Well, and then I was thinking, you gotta decide whether it was intentional or not. But then the problem with that is, who do you decide if it was intentional or not? And then you gotta go... Government is fucking hard, man. That's the moral of the story. Is like every time you complain about something the government does, try to make your own. Exactly.
You don't even have people to follow your government.
Yeah, you don't even. It's awful. Try to make rules, and you're like, oh, but there's an exception to this rule. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, just make a board game instead.
Yeah, it's
probably the same amount of work, but a lot more fun. Is it easier?
I feel like
I don't know. I've never made a board game.
I can't imagine that making a Monopoly was as difficult as setting up the government.
Well, I mean, there's a bank. There's property.
There's jail.
Mortgages.
There's money.
There is money in Monopoly.
Hold on, wait. There's also, you can also be a dog. So, wait, no, it's 2019, I guess. Fair.
But you can't be a thumbtack anymore.
I can identify as a thumbtack.
Didn't they take that out of the Monopoly game?
Good sir. Well, okay, just be the iron then. I identify as an iron. Duh.
Did they actually take the thumbtack out, or is that...
I don't know.
I don't remember. I feel like I saw that somewhere. Looking it up.
Monopoly says goodbye to 3 iconic tokens. CNBC.com.
Wait, there were 3 that they took away?
The thimble, the boot, and the wheelbarrow are out. Well, it's a makeover because they put in new ones.
Okay, what are the
Monopoly Token Madness campaign. More than 4 million people devoted to decide which 8 tokens should be part of the next iteration of the game. Folks are given more than 50 options, including old favorites like the shoe, top hat, and Scotty the dog. New designs like a roller skate, a hashtag, and an emoji.
Those better not be in the new one.
What emoji? Might die.
What emoji?
Yeah, what emoji?
How many emojis are there?
It's just going to be an emoji. It's going to be an emoji version of Monopoly. The part of the updated version. Scotty the dog. Classic. Top hat, race car, battleship, oh, that's mine, a cat, a T-Rex, a rubber ducky, and a penguin. Really going with the animal theme there.
Yeah.
I need more inanimate objects.
One thing that I was thinking about the other day, why is it that you can say good morning and good evening, but good night is like the end? Like,
good morning.
Good morning is a greeting,
evening.
good evening is a greeting, but good night, that's the end of the conversation.
No, it's not.
Yeah, like if you
I mean,
walk
by
up to someone,
social
you're like,
conventions.
good night.
Yeah.
Look, no one says a word after you say good night. No. But like if you like walk up to someone and it's like 8 o'clock, it's dark out because it's Muncie and it gets dark at 6. If you say
that's how
good
it
night,
gets dark in Michigan at 6.
I'm just letting the people know where we are without expositing too much.
Yeah, we're in Muncie.
We're in Muncie. Spoiler alert.
We travel.
Yeah.
To Muncie.
EP on the road. Do.
Our budget accounted for Muncie. So
yeah, we wanted to go somewhere.
If that gives you an idea of what our budget looks like, then you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good evening?
Like good evening, that's a greeting.
Good evening, my sir.
But like good morning definitely
is a
like
greeting.
Good evening I could see going as a good
evening.
goodbye as well.
Yeah. Well,
like,
you can't say good morning as a greeting because the morning's the beginning of the day. So like that obviously
that has to be
a beginning. Yeah. I guess you could say good morning. I guess that could be a yeah.
Have a good morning, have a good evening. That's kind of like a
well, yeah, because that's
have
you're
a good
saying
night,
because you're saying in the future.
Yeah.
Like have. Damn, this is what we're doing in my Spanish class, except for in Spanish.
Well,
I mean,
we're
not
do
really.
it in English.
God damn it.
Semantics.
Yeah. Good. What? Is there another one for good morning? Because good night and good evening are like the same thing. What?
Well, there's also good afternoon.
Well,
I'm just
bad afternoon.
Bad morning to you.
Bad morning to you, too.
I wish you a bad morning.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just mean.
Most morning is bad.
Well, aren't you a morning person?
I'm not always sad.
Most morning.
Yes, I am a morning person for sure. Have you bought your textbooks? How many textbooks do you have to buy?
Well, last semester I bought like 4, and I rented 1, and I didn't even use 3 of them, so that was obnoxious.
Did you return those?
No. Yeah. Because they were all loose leaf.
Oh.
So I have my Spanish textbook and my computer science textbook that I didn't even use because it was Python. Disgustingly easy. And those are both loose leaf. Yeah, both
loose leaf.
Both leaf loof. And then an online textbook. So I didn't return that.
Oh my gosh, how was online jazz appreciation?
Oh, that wasn't that. That's not.
I totally forgot you were in that.
No, I hate that class. That was awful. I didn't.
What did you actually do for that?
You just read a chapter out of the textbook, and then you looked at this PowerPoint that he made. You probably watched a video that the head of music made about whatever type of jazz you were learning about that week, and then you took a quiz. And that was it. It was about an hour and a half of work once a week.
So if there are like
awful.
15 weeks in a semester, are there 15 kinds of jazz?
Well, I mean, there's like you talk about 13 kinds of jazz, and then you have 2 chapters that focus specifically on Duke Ellington, and then
I prefer Duke Silver.
Duke Ellington, yeah, Duke Silver. Ron Swanson. You're not supposed to talk about that.
What a man.
If you had watched the episode, he doesn't want anybody to know. I guess
he
it wouldn't have made
it by the end of the show.
He wouldn't have made an episode about it. But yeah,
he's not real.
Duke Ellington, you can't tell me that. And it's right on the tip of my tongue. That's not his name.
Louis Armstrong?
Maybe. No.
I feel like he's a jazz guy.
He is a jazz guy. But I don't think it was Louis Armstrong. Anyway.
In fact, I'm a jazz guy.
Sean. Oh, God.
That's immediately old. Sorry. So one of my friends, she bought her sister got her like a mug for Christmas, and in it were 72 cheap kazoos that she got on Amazon. I'm
what?
not sure why.
No. Start over the story. Who are we talking about?
My friend Maddie Rambassoon
Okay.
Yes, you don't know her.
Maddie Bassoon. Got it.
Yeah, she's named after a musical.
Rambo Bassoon.
She's named after a musical instrument.
And also a very famous, what's his face?
Rambo.
Who?
Commando?
No, Rambo. Who played?
John Rambo. Played by... Was it Stallone?
Yeah, Sylvester. There we go. I was looking for his first name.
I forgot his first name.
Sylvester. It's always weird. Pencilvester. No. If you call... Nobody ever calls... Do you know how weird it would be if we just called...
You, but I should just look like
Sylvester Stallone... Sylvester... Like, nobody ever calls him by his first name, right? Like, it's Rocky, first of all. He's Rocky Balboa. Second of all, no one ever just calls him Sylvester, right? That's weird. If you just said... Like, or Dwayne Johnson...
Oh, you know
who
Tom?
calls him Dwayne?
Tom?
Right? Hardy?
Hanks.
Ah, dang it. It was one of the two.
Yeah.
You know Chris?
Tiffer?
Nope. Just Chris.
Just Chris.
Just Chris.
Haven't
One of the
met
four. You got a 25% chance of getting it right.
Let's see. Pine, Hemsworth,
Pratt,
and Captain America.
Evans.
Gosh. Man. Look. I think the Far From Home trailer came out today. Matt sent
Far
me
From Home.
the new Spooderman.
Oh.
Matt sent me a text.
Spooderman.
Matt sent me a text. FFH trailer came out. To which I said, "What?"
I feel like you
little effort for not much.
Bleep things out.
Because your mom will be watching
I
this.
swear a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beep
Also,
beep beep
Jason,
beep 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 beep
I can't-
beep 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 beep. It's
I
just a
can't-
Morse code
I
message.
can't. I can't swear in front of my principal.
Hashtag my principal.
My principal.
Yeah, he's awfully busy these days.
We're rooting for you.
Yeah.
I saw
Survivor.
his tweet. He was.
I saw his tweet.
He was invited to a talk by somebody. Interesting.
This is the segment of the show we like to call "Talking About Jason."
Talking about our old principal, our old vice principal,
our old vice.
our current
Putting the vice in vice
our
principal.
current alma mater's principal.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
One thing that I
Love
never,
you, Jason.
I always thought that like alma mater was like only your college is your alma mater, and I didn't realize that like just any school that you used to go to was an alma mater for you. But I'm also an idiot, so
It happens. Well,
yes, it does happen that I'm an idiot.
I don't. Can you like look at an adult? I mean, I guess if you're an adult, can you just look at another person and say the elementary school you went to was your alma mater without them like looking at you very strangely? Because I feel like it should be reserved for the last school that you went to. But I guess once you're out of college, it's like your high school and your university.
Well, then like if you like
Just like not anything below like secondary is.
secondary education.
Yeah, secondary education. Like you just no. You
But
call Eagle Crest your alma mater? Like what? Shout out to Eagle Crest.
Boo.
Hey now,
We support Lakewood.
we support
Macatawa
Eagle Crest.
Bay.
Mac Bay, the Mac Bay Cafe. Ugh.
What was the? It was like the spot.
I don't know.
The one that was in the South Building.
I didn't go. Oh,
Was it just like the Woe Cafe?
no.
Because I thought it was.
Are you
like
talking
a
about the
pun.
little coffee stand?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it? I thought it was a pun, but
it
I
was
can't
a bit.
remember.
No, it was a pun. There's something about a bean.
Bean.
I think. It's not the coffee bean. That'd be a
The
stupid
coffee
name for a
bean.
coffee shop.
The coffee
old
bean.
coffee bean. No, I know it. Ugh! All right, time to get on. Time to get on WBN. Look through.
Continuing the throwback culture.
Yeah. What is it called? Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
I've been staring at a crane moving.
Yeah, I've just been
You
watching
never
this
see a
as
crane
well.
move ever.
Well, I'm
ever
not sure.
passed- You ever passed by construction? You know how just okay? I passed by a lot of construction sites back in my day, and I've
As a
never
construction
seen
straight passer.
and I've never like very seldom. I dropped a pencil. Very seldom do I see like the giant machines moving. You know, so like when I see them, I'm the inner like 6-year-old. It's like yes,
Wow, a big thing, but it doesn't move.
but it moves. Look,
But it
it's
won't be
moving
there
right now.
tomorrow.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Well, because that's what happens. You don't see them move, but then they move when you don't look.
Oh, you're right. And then
What's the thing that's like that in Doctor Who? What's the thing that like you look
The
at
angels?
and it doesn't move? Is that what they are?
they're the angel. Yeah, they're like weeping angels or whatever.
Okay.
I vaguely know that because...
I vaguely know that there's something like that from Doctor Who, but I've never seen an episode.
Oh, I used to... Yeah, you know what?
We're not going to talk about that phase.
Yeah. No, I didn't watch Doctor Who. I just dated somebody who was a big
I
Doctor Who
feel like
fan.
we've talked about this vaguely as well.
What?
So moving on, instead of talking about our past projects and whatever Duncan was talking about, let's talk about what we're doing nowadays. So
Nothing.
Okay, you might be doing nothing. The big
Literally
thing,
surviving.
the big thing that I would say is we're working on a short film.
Who's we? Oh, we are working.
Who's
on a short
we?
film. I was confused for a second because we
Yeah.
have a literal class where we're making short films.
We're writing like log lines for scripts, basically.
Yeah. So I was confused for a hot sec because he said we're working on a short film, and I was like,
Okay, yeah.
I was thinking about
But
204.
Duncan and I actually are working on a short film now. I am a producer, an executive producer, so basically I'm throwing money at it and hoping it works.
Yeah, well, you know.
But I'm also in charge of location scouting, and I'm also craft services, so I need to get food.
Oh,
but not having a car here will make that
arts,
hard.
Arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts
You bring the popsicle
services,
sticks and the
The
glue.
macaroni.
Gonna make a real nice plate for your mom.
Yeah, I'm in charge of bonding for the casting crew.
Team bonding. Oh no.
Uh,
I'm in charge of hair and makeup.
yeah,
kidding.
that's why you're here.
Yes, actually.
Goes to college for hair and makeup. I mean, a lot of people do that.
Well, I mean, you go to film school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not film school. Do you think hair and makeup would be part of film school?
I feel like there'd be a few classes, but I don't know how. It probably wouldn't be as good as going to like a cosmetology school.
I think, yeah. Yeah. Isn't that where you go?
Cosmetology is makeup, right?
Isn't that where you go for like space and stuff? No, that's
cosmonautology.
That's cosmology. Wait, what's cosmology? That's like space and stuff, right?
Cosmology, I think, is just the skin.
Stars?
No, that's dermatology.
That's what the derm
Because a cosmologist
is space. That's something to do with
Is that space?
That's space.
Okay.
That's like the stars. Yeah.
I'm convinced.
And cosmetology is makeup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you actually doing on this project?
Oh, I am the editor. I want to say the head editor, but since there's like nobody below me, I'm just the editor.
Well, yeah, then be the head editor. Even though
Okay,
there's no
I guess
below
I'm
you.
the head editor.
But also
the
like
editor, I'm the
on
editor.
a lot of films, there's only like 2 or 3 editors, unless you count like Infinity War,
Yeah,
which
can
have
you
roughly 7,000.
Sorry, have you watched the end credits for literally most of the large Marvel movies? Jeez.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
crazy.
I mean, have you ever stayed through the end credits of like not even like a Marvel movie? Because
Just
I mean,
any-
you have to stay through the end credits for a Marvel movie because the end
You're
scenes.
contractually
but like
obligated.
you buy that ticket, you're staying to the end. But like
But just for like any other movie.
for any other movie, right? Like it's a lot of fun. I think. Maybe it's just because I'm a film nerd and he is too. I don't know if he does this, but like you go and you read all the weird names of people. Like you got like Best Boy Grip and stuff, and those like that's always funny. But like in Star Wars, there's Keeper of the Holocron, which I didn't know what it was, and I was like, Jack, there's this weird thing, and you were like, and then Jack was like, oh, I wonder what that is, and I was like, I wonder what that is too, and I wasn't bothered enough to figure it out because I just like saying Keeper of the Holocron.
It's basically like the continuity supervisor for the Star Wars universe.
Yep. It's literally exactly what he said when he told it to me. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But like, there's all sorts of fun jobs. And if you literally have anything to do with the movie, you get a credit in there. Like for Aquaman, Jason Momoa's car driver.
Jason Samosa.
Jason, yeah, okay, but he's the dude that drove him around, I guess. Credit in the movie, right there. And somebody
Mr. Samosa's...
and then somebody else was under him, and his bodyguards. What are they even there for?
Ripped.
I know.
Why does he need bodyguards?
They're there to protect him, or they're there to protect the world from him.
His only weakness is people actually looking at him, so they just stand around him so they can't see him.
No direct eye contact. Fuck.
Let me introduce you to just like horse blinders. They just like keep you looking directly forward.
Yeah,
You'll notice I
he's
did not
pretty ripped.
interject until that end bit and to tell you.
I'm happy. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
I
I'm glad.
kept it in. But that is something that I've started doing, especially since I started coming here and like learning about the process behind baking films, which like we really haven't started. But just like
yeah. Well,
we've learned about the vague aspects of screenwriting and a bit about the history of telecommunications. We haven't really done any like movie making stuff, but like working with.
Did we learn about the history of telecommunications?
Okay, I learned about Dr. Mike Gerhardt's opinions on politics and like 4 other subjects as well.
One of them was cocaine. Right?
Yeah, he definitely said some stuff about cocaine. He said stuff about child porn, which, I mean, he's a great guy. He's very fun professor to have.
Maybe. Does he have tenure? Because potentially...
He had a stroke, actually.
That is
right before winter break.
Like in the classroom?
Apparently.
It wasn't in your class?
No, it wasn't in my class.
How disappointing.
This is terrible news. But
I saw him yesterday. He looked fine.
I did see him the other day, and he is walking around, and he's talking
he gave my friend...
He's made a recovery.
Our friend Ethan a high five. Ethan wasn't even... He was like raising his hand to balance himself, and Dr. Mike just walked by. I was like... And Ethan like got unbalanced. Like, thanks, Mike.
Our professors are really there to like cheer you up by giving you a high five, but they just bat you into the ground instead. No, but
shout out to bats.
Since always swinging.
I was thinking of the
fiery bats.
What?
Dark Knight poster that we saw.
No, I was thinking of like the animals. Fiery bats. Right, that's just what. What do you associate the connotation?
But since I've started like attempting to study like movies and whatnot, I've definitely been watching through credits more. Like when I watch like Netflix or Hulu, like I'll sit and I kind of like, I'm like, do I want to like move to the next show or do I just watch the credits, or not show but like movie? So like I've been watching through them, and then whenever Matt and I would go to a movie in theater, we'd always just sit there and be like, hey. It's John Johnson.
Yeah, and it's always fun to look at people's names. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
What is do you know what the significance of the second unit is? Because there's always they don't say first unit, they just say like everybody like they do the things, that. But then there's always second unit. What is that?
I would assume that's like the understudies for the crew, basically. So like the people who
would like step in if somebody...
Yeah, so like if your like head grip was like...
Your head grip.
Somehow.
I just go around shaking a lot of people's hands.
Okay. If your lighting director was in some way like harmed or like unable to make it to a shoot, I would assume that they would step up, but also I would think that would just go to a lower level grip, because there are like so many subdivisions in the film industry. Yeah. I feel like if someone up top falls out of it... Then the people below climb up. Ladder analogy?
Yeah.
Question mark?
This is how it works. I don't know. Anyway, I guess that's a question.
All right, so we are at 29 minutes. I think the camera will stop recording automatically
at 30.
At 30.
All right. Well,
so right now I'm just going to cut recording.
No.
Okay. Nope. We're going to go until it just cuts out randomly, and we're going to have no idea when.
Yeah. Just.
Or do we just watch and see if it happens?
Well, yeah.
We sit here in silence for 26 seconds until it cuts.
You know what? I have something very funny to say that I'm planning on saving for the last 10 seconds. So it's Hold on. Just a couple more seconds. In the meantime, pencils, man. Ticonderoga.
Yeah. So they. Yeah. So basically, for those of you who don't know,
which is most
camera.
People.
Yeah. I have a Sony, which is purchased from overseas. And
it's not American made. Are you kidding me right now?
Sony's a Japanese company.
That's weird.
And to avoid, and different cameras are placed into essentially different tax brackets, which is really weird. Not like they pay different amounts of money. The cameras don't have money. But when you're shipping the cameras, they depending on what class of camera it is, there's a different tax placed on your shipment. So a video camera is a camera that can constantly record for more than 30 minutes. And what I have is a mirrorless camera, which cuts off recording at 29,
and 50 seconds, apparently.
Yeah, 29 minutes and 50 seconds instead of 59 seconds. I don't know.
It's too close to the marker.
I still haven't cleaned out the lens, so there's a chance there's going to be a gray dot, right here for the whole entire video.
Is that not a live feed?
This is a live feed, but you can't see it like through the.
Oh, I guess yeah, because it's just
a-
sending a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the biggest drawback I think that I've found. Oh, Natalie just texted me. Whatever.
You're out of what?
So,
jail?
She's free. Oh no! Lock the door. No.
Everybody, get your shivs ready.
Get your pencils ready.
What? It's a okay.
No. So
in prison, it's called a shiv.
So it's actually more expensive to ship cameras that can record for more than half an hour because they are taxed more heavily.
Yeah.
So that's why that cut out just then.
But did it?
Did it really, or did I cut it out myself and make up a story?
This can easily be solved with a cursory Google search.
It won't take long. They'll probably Google search it and then find out that whatever I said was wrong, but also it did cut out in 30 minutes.
So we almost told the truth. As
it did
per
cut
usual.
out, but Jack was just talking again. Yeah.
But, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to history class. That professor's really awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Why would we go back? Yeah.
Why would we go back to history class?
Why did I go back to history class?
I have no idea, man. I was ready for some kind of story.
Headroom.
Because I didn't really frame the shot because you were sitting over there and I was like doing it like up here because I had to get the focus. See, now I'm not in focus. That's why I was back here. But now we know, and if we care enough, we'll adjust in future. Can you do you can do the rubber pencil thing when it's the rubber pencil? You can do the rubber pencil when it's vertical as well.
It's really hard to do it when it's like oh my.
It's tough to do it when you're not holding a pencil.
It's hard to do it with the small pencil also. Okay. No, I was watching a video. Listen, okay, back to history class actually.
For real
For real this time. We watched a video. Okay, so this is on Tuesday. This is Tuesday, Thursday. Starts at 9:30, ends at 11. Or whatever, 10:45.
Yeah.
We were supposed to watch like a video, like a 30-minute video on Thursday, but he couldn't get the video to work. So that was pretty great. So we just went over the homework, which we were not supposed to go over in class, and half the people didn't do it because the files weren't. That's a whole different story. Anyway, we watched the videos today, and the video today, and they had videos because he clicked on the wrong one. It was for chapter 2, and then he's like, "Wait, this isn't the right video." And then he was like,
how long did it take for him to realize it was the wrong video?
A full 3 minutes, because like you have like it was like we were watching it and we were like, okay, like whatever, and then like there's this. I guess they have it's like a TV show or. It's like a TV show, right? Where they have like a couple minutes in the beginning, and then like the title card, or like the intro, or whatever. Yeah, okay, so it's like kind of like a TV show, right? It's like a school TV show, whatever. Like some educational company makes them. So they had like a bit about it in the beginning, and then the little intro played, and then it's like when the intro played,
is made viable by viewers like you.
Yeah, and then the intro played. No, that's PBS. And then the intro So then the intro played, and then like got into something else, and he was like, "Oh, that isn't the right video." So, but in the video we actually did watch, they had like, so it was like telling us where things were in Greece, right? So they had little like people pop up, right, and then they're like big on the screen, and then they got smaller onto the country, like or where they were.
So it'd be like a face like here, and then it'd like come back. And
yeah. So it was like, so it was like people. We're here, people were here, people were here, and so, but it's like big, and then, so they got smaller and they moved, which, when you do that in a video and you want it to look natural, you use motion blur, right? Or at least we do now, I mean, they did back then.
With modern technology.
It looked horrendous, like it was off, I was dying, and that's like, this is just, it's not even important. It was just, but it's important enough to me, like, I feel like,
as a telecommunications major, I feel like I know everything about all
not even just
film.
Like I've made videos before, and I was like, oh, that's horrendous. It was just anyway. I need you to know how physically pained I was during history. It's about as much as Jack's gonna hurt after I punch him in the face.
Please don't. That wasn't a punch.
Well, you said not to punch you in the face.
That's fair. I'm glad you respected my wishes. Thank you. Yeah.
Just gonna put the old hood on.
Yeah, that classic. This is actually the classic EP hoodie that you would wear all the time.
Well, I mean,
I feel like it is.
Well,
there's many a video of you in a green hoodie.
I have 4. Well, no, because I have 4 hoodies. They all look the same, by the way. I got them from Meijer because that's where I do all of my clothes shopping. Can't beat those deals. This episode sponsored by Meijer.
I forgot to do our ad read in the beginning.
Shoot. Anyway,
special thanks to Meijer for having great deals and hot deals and cheap prices and cheap deals.
Yeah, those things. No, so I got they're just at Meijer. They're on their clearance, whatever. But it's like this. It's like literally this style, except for one's blue, one's black, one's red, and one's green. And they're all in my closet. Only 3 of them are. My green one, which I'm wearing today, my black one, and my blue one, because Jenna stole my red one, and I'm sad because that was a good red color.
I thought that you were saying like the other 3 in your closet and this one wasn't because it's not in your closet.
No, because it's on me. No, I have 3 of them.
Thing.
Yeah, no, I'm angry about it because it's a good red. It's a good red, and I love these sweatshirts. Fucking Jenna, give me my red sweatshirt back. And you can't get your sweatshirts back from an ex-girlfriend. You just don't do that. I did it once. She's very angry.
Grand Theft sweatshirt.
Yeah. No, you can't ask for them back. I mean, you can. You're about to go through a very hard life lesson there, buddy.
Do you have anything in the fridge?
Do you not?
Grape jam,
how can you not know what you have in your own fridge? I can name
sauce.
you exactly everything that we have in our fridge.
4 gallons of white milk.
As opposed to what? Black milk? Chocolate milk, I know, but like...
I'm glad that you started laughing like after I said 4 gallons, you preemptively laughed and then knew
because it's not far from the truth!
How many gallons of white milk do you have in your...
Well, we have I know Travis has a 2-quart bottle. I have like half gallon left from when I bought it at the Village Pantry. Do you know how expensive it is at the Village Pantry? It's $2. The pantry is the gas station. Right across from... Right next to it's.
Yep.
Where
Over
the
by
building,
the tattoo parlor and Be Here Now.
Yeah, right next to Be Here Now.
That's
building.
Another thing we could talk about at some point.
The building that we're living in next year is right across from that one.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so.
We'll finish what's in your fridge. Then we'll move to where we're living.
So it's a different pot. We're not going to make these an hour long.
That's
oh my
fair.
God. Okay, what's in the fridge? So, I forgot to. It's a $2. It's $1.99 at the pantry, and it's 65 cents at Walmart. But I don't want to get on a bus and go to Walmart.
So I paid $2.
So I paid $2 for my gallon of milk, and that makes me sad.
For a full gallon?
A full gallon.
69 cents for
65.
a full...
I know.
65 cents for a gallon
I know.
of
Every
milk?
time I go to Walmart, or every time I went to Walmart in last semester, and I bought a gallon of milk, I sent a picture to my mom of the price tag, because it's like $1.50 in Michigan.
I was gonna say, isn't milk like $2?
It's
normally?
it's like $2.
65 cents.
Yeah, it's cheap as
holy cow
balls here. It's amazing, and I drink a lot of milk. Big milk guy over here, and it's not like literally all of my family's milk consumption came from me and my older brother. So like, it's not even like a problem anymore that milk is like slightly expensive. And in Michigan, but it's still funny to be like, 65-cent gallon milk.
You're spending the same amount of money on milk a week now that your family is back home.
Yeah, basically.
Even though it's 3 times cheaper here.
Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, in the fridge, half a gallon of milk, 2 quarts of milk.
4 gallons was
So a gallon of milk, so like a whole gallon of milk combined.
So 4 gallons was a little ways off.
A little ways off. We've had 3 gallons in there before. It's a very small fridge, so getting all those in there was a miracle.
Just
we have
pouring it into the fridge.
I think it's just the milk and then a bunch of Travis's like weird protein drinks. Yeah.
I can't. Protein drinks are disgusting. Just eat a peanut.
Okay, all right. The peanut advocate over here. That's your new nickname on Snapchat. There we go. I was gonna tell you. No, yeah, okay. So he was Burton Guster. Previously.
From Hit Show Psych. Because I'm apparently his sidekick.
He is my sidekick.
I'm probably his sidekick.
Don't let
I've accepted it. I'm not a main character.
Burnt Custard. Well, he's a main character.
Burnt Custard.
No, Gus definitely has.
Gus is definitely a main character.
He has episode or like he has his own episodes. Yeah, Epinodes. No, Snar Wars.
No more callbacks.
Epinode 3.
Revenge of the Sieve.
Those are funny. Okay. What is... No. I mean, kind of. Needs more blurry.
I got it toward that
brass.
note, but
what did we say? Oh, Peanut Advocate. That's right.
The Peanut Advocate.
Ooh.
That sounds like a really bad film.
The Peanut Advocate. You're right.
Or maybe that's just like a sketch idea. I don't know.
The Peanut Advocate. All right. I take a peanut to court. Jack is its defense lawyer.
Are you gonna...
The Peanut Advocate. Oh wait, no, a really heartwarming story about like a troubled peanut's rise to like
to rule the Nut Kingdom. Like what?
No,
where
no.
there?
It's set in the human world, so like it's like because maybe I don't know. Like
where
the
peanuts
Peanut
have
Advocate,
lots of emotion.
Yep. They'll have to work on that one.
Peanut Party.
Peanut? No, no, that seems wrong. Oh, speaking of parties, oh.
What have you been writing on this?
I just wrote "Help me."
Okay.
There's a okay. So he has his phone. It's an app. He connected to his camera so we can see ourselves because there's no viewfinder. So I have this Post-it pad that I wrote "Help" on because Jack was gonna be talking about something. And I was
meant
just
to
gonna
do this.
hold this up to the camera.
It's not in focus, so I don't want to mess with the focus.
But he pointed it towards the phone.
The viewfinder is down here.
Yeah.
So I just showed it.
So he showed it to the phone. It was
Duncan, can't you see it?
just genius.
Okay,
Genius.
look,
Yeah.
Duncan.
I see it.
Oh, you also wrote
No, I
Tesla.
No, that was.
Oh, that was Dylan's. So you just kind of wrote on Dylan's sticky note.
Well,
just leave help there. I'll never explain it to him.
leave help.
He probably won't even notice.
Yeah.
He'll just be like, "Yeah, I probably wrote this in my sleep."
You know what's a lot of fun is writing on people's whiteboards.
That's not something I do.
Oh, I do that a lot. Because everybody just has markers, like, to write on their whiteboards, so I just write on their whiteboards all the time. I mean, it's not, like, bad stuff, but, like, it's just... Because there's this one dude, that... What?
I have a story about markers, and I was getting a prop.
There's a dude that he always... Every day, there's something new, right? And so, his name is Kenny, his roommate's name is Siegel. Really interesting.
Siegel?
Yeah. And so, it was, like, Siegel is...
Like, spelt seagull?
Yes. Yeah, his name is Siegel.
What?
Okay, anyway, so his name... Moving past, his name, like, on it said, he just wrote, Siegel is stupid, right? And everyone, like, that's not very nice. This is his own roommate. They get along. So then everybody, whenever they passed by, they would always, like, erase a letter, right? So it ended up being, Siegel is Stu, Siegel is two, and then it was just, I erased T's, it was like, Siegel is you. So then somebody, they rewrote, they erased the S, so it was Siegel I, and then I took a marker and I was like, is a king, and I did a little drawing of Siegel, and he was like, thanks man. I was like, yes, because he
so you had, like,
opened the door.
Figure?
Yeah, and then he opened the door while I was drawing, and he was like, what? And I was like, hey.
Yeah, so
anyway.
Before I go into my story about where I got this marker, there is a dorm room down the hall, and on it, it's just a purple marker. It's been up there for, like, literally since we got back. It just says, dorm room, question mark?
More?
Dorm
New
room.
Emoji.
Mork why?
Mark Wahlberg.
It says dorm room, question mark? More like dork room, hashtag pranked. And I giggle every time I walk past.
That was a good story.
I just like look over at it. It's like, is it still the dork room? Yeah, sick prank. And I always think of Sam Grunler whenever I see that, because that feels like something he would say.
No, I just 100%.
That's such a tired Sam moment.
Yeah. Dork room, more like dork
room. Hashtag pranked.
That's literally. I can hear Sam saying that in my head. That's a little scary.
Yeah, that's a little weird. But yeah, this marker is first week of school. My roommate Dylan and I.
Not me.
Yeah, not Duncan. He doesn't live here because then I know what was in our fridge.
Milk.
About 1 gallon of milk, 1/2 gallon, and 2 quarts of milk.
So a half gallon and a half gallon.
So 2 half
how
gallons
that works.
of milk.
So a gallon of milk.
My roommate and I didn't have any expo markers, so I took a sticky note and I wrote, "Wish we had an expo marker," and I put it on our door. And then I think it was like 306, which is a room that's like way over there. There are 2 girls who came over here. They like knocked on the door, like they taped the marker to the door after they wrote like enjoy, or there was something on there. It was like, enjoy from 306. And then they like essentially ding dong ditched us. So I opened the door.
Except for it was a knock ditch, right?
Yeah, they knock ditched us. Okay. Because they didn't want to actually meet us or anything. They just wanted to give us a marker, I guess. Well, I don't know.
An anonymous good Samaritan is better than a bad Samaritan.
Well, it wasn't anonymous. They said from 306.
Well,
so then Dylan and I immediately walked over there and you were like, hey, we're 336. Thanks for the marker. And then we left. That was...
Did you see them or just yell it through the door?
I was just screaming at the door, hey! No. They opened the door.
Oh,
I think their door might have been open. A lot of people on this floor keep their door open.
Pick a plot line. I try to keep our door open, and Travis closes it every time. He does not like the people that are on our floor. I mean, not that he doesn't like them. He just doesn't like to associate with them for whatever reason. I don't know what it is.
I don't really know the people on my floor, honestly.
Yeah. It's odd. Yeah. It's odd is what it is. Yep. All
right, what are we at? We're about half an hour. We're about 45 minutes.
I have a joke in Spanish for everyone.
For all of you Spanish-speaking individuals
nobody will get.
You
because
might be able
it's
to
literally an inside joke. Because for me and a guy whose name was Eric, I think, and he called himself Basilio. So this one's for you, Basilio.
This one's for you, Basilio. Breaks out into song.
No, it's just it's dumb. We played this thing called Mata Moscas, which is like, I don't know if it's mosquitoes or like...
Mata la Mosca?
No, Mata Mosca. Mata Moscas.
Mata Moscas.
Yes.
Mata la Mosca, like, fly swatter is like a mosca.
Yeah, so I guess it was fly swatter.
No, I guess it's like fly.
Yeah, so, well, no, it was like a fly swatter game, so probably, it wasn't, there was no L. I know that for sure. Anyway, anywho, we always come up with names for like your teams, right? Obviously, because that's what we do here. And so
because we're a real studious bunch.
So we did colors for this one specific day that we were playing the game, and the other team was Equipo Rosado, right? Which means Team Pink. And so we were losing horribly, and then
it's very simple,
like it was
kindergarten level game.
It's awful. And it was like the last couple of words that you describe them, you try to swat them on the board, and it was like the last couple of words, and to psych the other team out, Basilio, we were in the back, and he yelled, "Equipo Rosado, mas que Equipo Rosadont," and then yeah. And we won the next 2 points. So you know what? It works.
Clearly it works.
Yelling bad Spanglish insults at the other team. Yeah.
It's not even an insult. That's just...
Well, I mean...
Rosado. More like Rosado.
Masque Rosadont. Well, yeah, you can't really translate that one in English. Pink.
More like...
Pinko. More like Pinko.
No.
Pink, no.
Plinko. More like Plink, no.
Plink, no. Yeah. So that's it. That's all the stories I have. I guess we could talk about VP, but that's a different episode.
Yeah, we'll save that for the next one.
You have to watch the next episode. Click.
Come back in 2 weeks. Your hands are out of the shot.
Click right here for the next episode.
You gotta reach it. You gotta really want it.
Well,
just
I mean,
tapping above the computer screen.
We'll change it around to like this shot when we have it released. You know, I'm just kidding. That'd be stupid. Anyway.
I don't even know what you're pitching, so keep going.
Right.
I'm already lost, so...
Right here.
Also, I'm not going to map that out. That's probably where it'll be. I'll probably put the EP logo in between us. Here. Okay, also, this is like backwards, and it's really throwing me off. This is the way that it always is, though, right?
Yes.
With a viewfinder?
Yes, it's always backwards.
Okay, because there's a way to set it up.
Was it backwards with the Panasonics?
Because there's a way to set it up on here, and I forgot how it was, where it would like go the same direction.
Is it reverse? Is there a little box in the settings that says "Don't be reversed"?
It might be. Honestly, it's anyone's bet. But yeah, stay tuned. The plan is to have one of these come out every 2 weeks, and
we're coming out with more merch.
I still have them.
No.
I still have 4.
Somebody please take them.
If you want
an obnoxiously large keychain, hit us up.
We have them.
We will give it to you and also give you 20 cents.
Just take them off.
If you want 2 dimes.
Take these off of my hands. That's 1. That's 2. Now it's gonna be harder.
No.
Is that even on my... No, that ring isn't even... Take it off with my hand!
No!
Take it off with my hand! A classic Jack and Duncan bit. Nice
I wonder
nose
if you
ring.
can stick these to your nose like a spoon.
Like a spoon?
Like a spoon.
How would you do it like a spoon? It's a ring.
You gotta...
It's not like the ring part of the...
Can you shut up? It's working. Oh, it's not working.
Well, yeah, if I lean directly back...
Okay, no, I wasn't
doesn't
leaning
work.
directly. I wasn't leaning directly back. Look at that. Look. Oh. See, it works.
Great. You want to see a magic trick?
No.
And it fell out of frame. No one will ever
Want to
know.
see a magic trick?
Gravity.
No, it's good. Okay.
I'm excited. Show me the magic trick.
You don't want to see the magic
Okay,
trick.
I probably
Think
don't.
about the Dark Knight. Think about the Joker.
Yep.
and
No,
think about
I
a
got it.
pencil.
I got it.
Yeah, I don't think you want to. Well,
got
I
it.
guess you wouldn't see the magic trick.
Not after that.
No.
Yeah. Every 2 weeks, the plan is for me to do a podcast of my own without Duncan on my channel. This is the plugging
hurtful.
section.
It's hurtful. That's what it is.
Okay, do you want to do a podcast for every week?
Oh God, my ear. Here you go.
Buy this one and you get some of Duncan's earwax included.
It clicked like if I put it up against my ear.
So you do it with one.
Well, it's not earwax. I just put it up against my ear and then the thing went.
You do it with one.
It's like a stethoscope.
You do something with one of them.
It hurt, and then I did it
hurt,
again. Yes,
and you
it's
did it
called
again.
human
It's
nature.
different.
Leave me alone.
Okay, yeah.
How do you think? Yeah. How else are you gonna learn?
Every 2 weeks.
Honestly.
On this
You ever
channel.
touched a hot stove?
On my channel. Every 2 weeks, but on the off weeks.
I have a lot.
With other guests. It'll always be us on EP, but over with me, you'll meet some of my Ball State friends and some of the old classics. Duncan's an alcoholic. That's not related.
And here I thought this was water.
Pranked!
Well,
Water bottle, more like vodka bottle. Hashtag pranked.
there's a. Well, actually, hold on, just a second.
I was about to cut it, so this
yeah,
better
I know.
be good.
There is alcoholic water that tastes and smells exactly like water. It's just alcoholic, and it like
Is
it's
that like when you
flavored.
drink just a little bit, so you get a little bit drunk, but then you act like you're like really drunk?
No, God, that's even a story for a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
but anyway, go check out the non-alcoholic water or
Alright.
alcoholic water.
Buy our water.
Buy our water.